Hello, and welcome to PLCcable.com. In this video, we're going to be covering our new DC motor trainer. It's going to simulate like a turret on a CNC machine. So it'll pick and place from 8 different locations. The front of it has a clear disc and with one magnet, which is right here. Then the rest, it has 8 Hall switches. And with those Hall switches, they're going to be on the bottom. You can see them that they come out of the 2mm banana plugs, and then we have them hardwired into these terminals here, and then the terminals are hardwired into an LC20 Ethernet 2080 PLC. These top ones are your 24 volt DC, because that's the operating voltage that it runs on. Right here, I just have it piggybacked with out of the positive 24 volt DC, so we can run it manually. If I plug this in, it'll actually start to run. You can see these are 2 forward and reverse relay with indicators. So as the turret would turn, you'll get an indication of that it's moving in the direction. And then as this magnet passes over the Hall switch, you can hear it. The relays are energizing and giving you the input. We also have a 8421 BCD switch. It's 9 positions on the switch. Those come out of these 4, so it's a binary coded decimal switch. So with these 4 inputs, you can actually generate 9 inputs on your PLC. So you'll have 4 hardwired inputs, but with those, because of the binary, 1, 3, and all the way up to 9. So 8 plus 1 is going to give you your 9th input in your program. And there's more that will be covered in that in the exercises. The exercises are really nice. It's about 100 pages of a PDF made by Chris out of Cuesta College out of San Luis Obispo. And he's done a great job in documenting everything. Like I said, it's about 100 pages on the PDF, and goes through the program, loading up the file blocks, going through the loading them into an array, and works really good. And you'll definitely learn a lot from it. There's great exercises throughout the whole program and throughout the PDF that comes along with it. This here is optional. It doesn't come with the trainer, but you can buy it from us if you want, or if you have your own PLC, you can go ahead and run your own PLC. You will need probably either a BWA or a QBB, just because it's a 24 volt system, and right now we have it just plugged in with a wall switch, and that's enough to power up the trainer. So we'll go through and show you the functionality of the program that Chris wrote and how it actually works in the program and what you'll be learning. So with the switch in 0, that'll allow the data to be overwritten in the array. When you go to 9 on the switch will allow the data to be overwritten in the array. 0 is the load position. So right now we're ready to take in data on the PLC program. So if we run this up to Say we'll go to 3. That's loading a 3. So we'll go back down to 0, and that actually loads it. Whenever you go to 0, that actually loads it into the array. So right now we have a numeric value of 3 in our array. We can go up to 5, and then we go back down to 0 to load. And then we can do one more, and we'll do, say, 7. And then we'll go back down to 0. And now everything's loaded. Let's go off of 0 because you can't stay on 0 because that's when it's expecting to load. So we'll go back to 1. Now our program, the way that it works, we've loaded 3, 5, and 7 into our array. And so when we hit the start button, we should see the turret spin to those 3 different positions. So that's 2, that's 3. Now it should go back to home, which would be 1. Now it should go to 5. Should go back to home. Now instead of going back clockwise, this time it went counterclockwise because it knew that the closest distance from 1 is going to be counterclockwise to 7. And it'll continue to cycle through this until you eventually hit the stop button or you want it to stop. So that's the gist of the program. And now I'm going to hit the stop button. And so it went back to 1 at the home position, and now it stopped. Now you can load in another array, and you can do as many up to 10 different positions. But this is just a good way to really get into the program. And what Chris did, like I said, it's about 100-page PDF that he made. And it goes through step by step on how everything's wrote, the reason it's wrote, and the array that it's built into, and all the function blocks. And this is all programmed with Control Components Workbench, or Connected Components Workbench. It's a CCW program from Alan Bradley. And it's a great tool to get some basic introductions to the CCW. Now you can do this with your own. If you got a BWA PLC, you can wire in your own, or a QBB, because like I said, it runs on 24 volts, and that's probably going to be your best option. You can do this with an Allen Bradley RS Logix 500 if you want to make your own program. What comes with the trainer is the banana plugs, these wires here, and the trainer, the physical trainer itself. Giving you a side shot there. And it stands upright if you want to, or you can lay it down. Then you can also purchase this on our website, which is it's pre-built, so you can just wire it all in real quick. And this is going to be all assembled, and then all you're going to need to do is hook up your inputs, your outputs, and then this is your 24 volt DC. But I hope you like it. I think it's a great little trainer. Thank you. Have a good day.